Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Virgo. Yes, a singles reading. The people asked and I deliver. Here we go. Virgo, new love prospects, connections, or what you need to know about someone you're dealing with. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Somebody here wants to connect and get together, but this is someone who often doesn't follow through. And they also don't always communicate clearly. Someone who's hoping, they're hoping that they get what they want, but they don't always follow through. It's often someone who's somewhat apprehensive, not really sure. Yeah, they see opportunity. Someone here may have multiple opportunities as well. Yeah, we got this person who isn't talking a lot. They don't have a lot to say or what to say. Some of you may have choices between these two energies. Two page energies. Someone here is definitely not talking. They don't have a whole lot to say. Yeah, it's a person who feels like there's not a lot of hope. Someone here is having a bit of a... I seen another reading with these exact cards. I can't remember when, but I have seen this before. Someone feeling sorry for themselves, or they feel there's no hope. Yeah, so I feel like some of you could be feeling that way, because it's like you got a couple of options here, right? A couple of opportunities, but one of them is someone who procrastinates. They're either not, it's people who communicate in ways where it lacks clarity. You don't really know what this person wants. And the other person just doesn't, they drink their own tears. They keep their feelings to themselves. So there's the lack of emotion, but it's also someone who just doesn't have a whole lot to say. Let's have a look at Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see, it's about going down this path. It's an energy of 3. Yeah, some of you got a couple of people here. I mean, this is just an energy of going down this path, cooperating, compromising, spending time together. See, this is someone who's not really following through, I feel, about doing things together or spending time together. What they're hoping is they want what they want. They want to get what they want here. Yeah. Got to watch anyone who communicates with the Page of Pentacles. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups. Yeah, so this is an energy of that cup runneth over. It's often a new emotional experience, offers opportunities. Maybe this person's going to follow through after all, because they do see opportunity, but I do think some of you maybe have options, and I do think that's maybe how you're feeling, that they have other options. Or they've had other opportunities coming their way. It doesn't have, just because it's masculine images doesn't mean it is. Let's have a look at the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. Why is this here? Why is this here? Yeah, so someone feeling like there's no hope. See, this is the cups that are spilled. Someone's not focusing on the Two of Cups. I think it's just somebody who feels like I think it's the recipient feeling like there's not a lot of hope, but yet there is, because there is a cup. There may be another person coming in. I don't know, but I'm not a big fan of the page energies. Yeah, see, it's about two people coming together. See, there's another opportunity. But again, Five of Cups, feeling like there's not a lot of hope. Five of Cups. Yeah. Someone here has definitely been there, done that. Someone's been there, done that. It is, and it could be just one person where someone's seeking out other options because there's no hope. But I do see the Ace of Cups just telling me this is a new emotional experience. So it's somebody who's inexperienced. Often it's inexperienced. So it is possible this is someone who may reach out. Do you want to get together? Do you want to do something? But then it's like they don't follow through, or they don't. And then when you do come together, they don't have a whole lot to say. That's what it is. Yeah. Some of you have other opportunities coming in. Like I say, been there, done that. I don't know. But yeah, it's often, I mean, this could be just someone a little overwhelmed. We also, that certainly doesn't hurt to have a little patience, because this is often someone who gets a little overwhelmed. They just don't know what to say or how to express themselves, or they're not good with their words. But if you have someone who doesn't follow through and they make up an excuse, That's where I can see that some of you are out of here. But I actually feel this person is going to come forward. Their cup runneth over. They want to connect. I think they're just inexperienced and they don't know how to express themselves. I mean, it's a new emotional experience where they may feel overwhelmed. I mean, there's this energy of chemistry and love and overwhelming emotions here. So I don't know. I mean, it's very possible this is someone who, if it's someone who literally won't talk or they make up an excuse, I definitely can see you're out of here. But I have a funny feeling this person's actually going to come in. They just don't really know what to say. Tell me about the Tower. Yeah, I think they're just kind of overwhelmed here. Yeah, see, look at duplicate cards. They see opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. But some of you are, if this person doesn't make a move and start communicating, I do think you will be looking elsewhere. It's like you're feeling like there's not a lot of hope. You may have had several opportunities with this person. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this person, see, page energy, they're curious. This is someone who doesn't have a lot of experience. It's exactly what it is. They do not have a lot of experience, or it's just a new emotional experience. They're shining a light. They're looking for clarity. Yeah. They procrastinate. See, should I or shouldn't I? This person doesn't really know what to expect either. But if you have two people, for those of you, you're comparing one to the other, there really isn't a whole lot of difference. Except for one person doesn't show any emotion. This person, I feel clearly, if you look at them, there's emotion, but they're not saying a whole lot. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Yeah, so somebody here who just feels like they're not good enough, insecure, energy of lack. Oh my gosh. See, lacking of the lack of emotion, lack of communication. There's just lack. Oh my gosh, some of you, if you're experiencing these things with this person, or even two people, for some of you, I do think been there, done that. I do think you're going to be seeking out other options here, or you feel that they are, but it's really their own insecurity. See, they're thinking negative things possibly too, but it's a lack of emotional connection, lack of, I don't know. I mean, But I mean, there's obviously some kind of desire, because you can see love. You can see a bond, a connection. I think it's just somebody overwhelmed. They feel like they're not good enough, and, insecurities is what I feel. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Yes, it's about seeing the bigger picture. See, this is someone it's about putting all the cups on the table, putting themselves out there. It could be someone who's just putting themselves out there for the first time in a while too. See, to me it looks like a new emotional experience, but it's about being able to connect. Friends first. So maybe friends first here. But I do think they are someone who procrastinates, and I'm hoping they're not comparing you to someone else, or you're in that energy, but yeah. See, it's just inexperience. I don't know. I really feel it's just inexperience, plain and simple. Someone emotionally overwhelmed, but for some of you, it's just someone getting themselves out there again. It's a person who needs to see that bigger picture. Yeah, you got a page here. Interesting. This is someone thinking things through. Okay, they're learning something. What is it they're learning here? Because they're curious. I feel they want to know more. Maybe this person feels like maybe you have other options, or you're not that interested. I think this is somebody here who just down in the dumps about themselves. But as far as the Knight, now you've got a Knight here. This is someone who's thought this through, choosing their battles. They're taking decisive action. It's someone who doesn't want someone to get away. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. See, it's an energy of someone being kind, compassionate. See, showing this person that you're emotionally level. It's almost like you have to teach this person, is what I feel. Yeah. See, there's just, it's an energy of lack of connecting emotionally. I wouldn't be surprised. I do see curious, wanting to know, but I feel like yourself is the feminine is the energy that's in this Knight of Swords. Somebody thinking this through, you know. I think you're out of here. I feel like you're going to seek, I think you're going to seize the day and take another opportunity. If this is someone who's ghosting you, it's very possible they have seized the day and taken another opportunity already. I think it's yourself. I feel like it's self here. Yeah, if they have made up excuse, they tell you a story, feel sorry for me. I really feel like you're dealing with someone here who, I think it's yourself taking decisive action. Been there, done that, you're out of here. There's other opportunities. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is probably the worst reading I've ever done for you guys, but you really need to, it's all about choosing your battle, see, making a choice, seeking other options, because I feel, and it's seizing the day, taking other opportunities. I mean, you may be thinking this person's ghosted you, but I actually feel this is someone who's just, maybe they have, but you can see they have they have nothing to say. They lack emotion. They're lacking emotion, acting like they don't care. I'm betting they do. I think it's themselves. I feel they just, this is somebody who's kind of lonely, but I do think this is how you're feeling too. You're feeling kind of lonely, like lack of that emotional fulfillment. It's often just somebody who just isn't ready, but to me it looks like it's someone who's just inexperienced here. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Yeah, see, it's a crush, a longing for love. See, it's someone who longs for love, a crush. Yeah, I think it's just somebody inexperienced here. The cup is overflowing. They've never felt like this. They've never experienced this before. Because I feel like you're emotionally available. You're letting them know how you feel, that you're open, see? Maybe if you're the person offering them up this cup, it's just overwhelming. I mean, that's what it feels like. They've never felt like this before. So it's inexperienced. A little bit, I mean, it's childlike, but I do see a little romanticizing, fantasizing, someone who longs for love. Boy, oh boy. Some Libra energy here, some Gemini energy. And this is an energy of harmony and balance, being fair. It's about harmony between two people. So I feel like you're looking at this trying to be fair, but it's about this person not coming in right. Whether this person's right for you. See, this is someone who has a love of home and family. But whether this person's right, that's why I feel like I think it's probably the same person, but I do see they want to go down this path. They reach out, hey, what you doing? Do you want to do something? And then they don't follow through. They go silent, or they make up an excuse. Yeah, I think it's just lack of emotion. I don't know if they feel like they're not good enough or what it is that they're dealing with, but like I say, it's sometimes you can't take somebody else's problems on. Like, I feel like you're trying to be kind, compassionate, considerate, letting them know you're emotionally available, that you care, but it has to be fair. See, something just not right. You're seeing the truth in this situation. See, that's why I feel like you're seizing the day and taking other opportunities. Unless they've ghosted you and that's what they're doing. It's all about seeing the truth in the situation. Yeah, this is someone who's kind of keeping you waiting here. I think the ship has sailed for some of you with this person. It's telling you to look out at other options here. I actually feel this is someone who's, if it is someone ghosting you, they're likely seizing the day and taking another opportunity, but they're not telling you something in that case. They're not telling you everything that you need to know. They could be juggling, have other opportunities, or they just ghost, ignore. Okay, that scenario for sure. Like I say, it's about yourself seizing other opportunities. But if they've ghosted you, their chances are they're leaving you waiting. Someone who leaves you waiting, they keep you hanging. You don't know what's going on. Yeah, you just know something doesn't feel right. It feels off. I do think you're trying to put the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels too. I see this kindness, compassion. But someone who truly cares. Yeah, just looking at this from a whole different perspective. Just taking a little pause, I think you're trying to be fair. But I do think you're seeing that there's something very much off with this person. Yeah, you're seeing the truth. See, it's telling you to see the truth in a situation. I think it's yourself here too, you know, in that energy of being curious. You want to get to know this person, but like they're not talking, you know. It's like it starts off spending some time together. I don't know. Someone here's got opportunities they're juggling. I do think that's the truth for a lot of you. If you're comparing this person to that person, there is things in common, in that it's just an energy of lack of experience. See, this is someone experienced. You see, you're speaking truth. You're seeing the truth. You're looking at things from a couple of different ways, trying to be fair, but they're not being fair. I think the truth is they're just not right for you. I think you're going to seize other opportunities. I actually feel somebody else is coming in. I mean, it is possible this person just doesn't want you to get away, and they're just overwhelmed emotionally. So, yeah, you're going to have to take this reading as it resonates, but it's telling you to be wise. Okay, to see the truth in the situation. Take a little pause, go within. Yeah, and then maybe it's yourself in that energy. Yeah, somebody else sees in the day another person asking you out. They could still come in. I kid you not, they could still come in and ask you out. But I kind of feel this is probably another person. Because of this, the Knight of Swords is someone choosing their battles. And I feel that's yourself choosing your battles, because I feel like you've got other opportunities. Taking other opportunities, just speaking the truth too. Yeah, you're gonna... I'm gonna be honest though, like I tell you, this person really, really is just overwhelmed. It's a whole new emotional experience. I think they're inexperienced. Or they're just overwhelmed with emotion. They just literally don't know what to say, because we have this energy of the Knight of Cups coming. So it's almost like someone's leveling up. They actually decide that you don't want to get away. They need to take decisive action. I mean, you maybe you're giving this person an ultimatum, or just, you know, it's like, just tell me it like it is. Give it to me like it is. Tell me the truth. And then out comes the King of Cups. I so do not expect that. Yeah, someone's just overwhelmed with emotion. See, it's all about truth. I do think you're trying to be fair. You're trying to put the shoe on the other foot. I think they're the one who needed to be fair. They need to express themselves. But yeah, it's either this other person coming in, or this person's going to decide to seize the day before you seek out other options. Because it is an energy of someone who doesn't want someone to get away. Yeah, it's all about looking at morals, values, lifestyle, the way someone conducts themselves. See, if somebody has a lack of faith. So some of you are thinking, oh, this person's not faithful or loyal. They don't want to commit. They make up excuses. But I think it's a lack of faith in themselves for some reason. But it's about getting yourselves on the same page here, and that's the issue. It's all about communication styles. It's the way someone communicates. It's all about the way they communicate. Pages. You got 3 pages, 2 knights. So there is this leveling up energy. And then we have the King of Cups. Somebody See, it's all about the cup, the emotions overflowing. To me, it looks like it starts out where you spend some time together, and then all of a sudden, I mean, to me, it looks like either you're comparing or they're comparing you to someone else, or there's juggling. There's no other way here. There's so much procrastination. But the cup overflows, so I don't know if you're the one offering them this cup. You spend some time together, you offered them up this cup. If you are comparing this person to somebody who was like this, doesn't want to spend time together, or they just reach out what you do and where they want you to invite them over to your home. That's what it is. I almost missed that. Someone who wants you to invite them over. So in other words, basically wanting you to be the one to take the lead here, or to take all the risk, whatever it may be. I see. Well, I don't know. I actually, either this is another person. I don't see new, but I do see options, opportunity, exploring other options, opportunities. But this is the King and Queen of Cups. I see a couple. So yeah, it looks like they might come in. It's about faith in themselves. It's about looking at things from a different perspective, letting go of this negativity. I mean, maybe it be because you're telling this person how you feel, they may have felt, or you're just letting them know you're emotionally available, they start to feel a little bit better about this. But to me, it's just an inexperienced person. See, maybe you've got more experience. The Queen of Swords is here. But if this is something that keeps happening and you keep experiencing this, it may be time to try a different type. Someone who's more emotionally available, mature, all these energies. But this is someone here all full of love and emotion. They want love. And I do see dating, courting, exploring this connection. But I do feel, like I say, if you've experienced this before, you may be the one seeking out other options. So take it as it resonates, whatever is your story here. But my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen a reading like this. And I do feel it's more than likely feeling very off, where it just doesn't feel right. So maybe that's what you need, is you're looking at your type. It's time to try a different type. I think it's about learning and recognizing that when someone isn't your type, or they're just not emotionally available. But I feel there's a little test here. See, a little bit of a test. Somebody testing the water here, going to reach out. So you got a King of Cups coming in. We got the King and Queen of Cups. We have a couple. So I cannot see where this is going. I do not see what's going to happen. It's all about trying something different, doing things in a different way. But there's the cup right up there, which is so interesting. It's like someone here just, they want it. I think they're the one offering the cup the invitation, and then maybe they didn't follow through. Then they reach out again, and they want you to be the one to invite you over. So there's something about that situation. I'm going to tell you, if it feels off, it's off, okay? But it certainly doesn't hurt to be patient and kind of look at the situation. Yeah, choose wisely. Bye for now.